In the last episode, I talked about clarifying your real goal and naming your crux barrier. Today, I'm going to share 5 steps, an adapted version of the immunity to change model that reveal why you're stuck, the real source of the block behind your missing results. In the next episode, we'll turn that insight into a practical both and next move. Here's the benefit of mastering paradox-aware leadership. You stop choosing between essentials and start getting durable results without sacrificing what already works. Here's the benefit of mastering paradox-aware leadership. You stop choosing between essentials and start getting durable results without sacrificing what already works. When you feel stuck, you're not broken. You're simply neglecting something necessary to the outcomes you want. These 5 steps help you see what's been neglected and why. Before we begin, a quick definition that you can hold on to. When I say paradox, I mean a situation where 2 necessary good things seem to pull in opposite directions. For example, protecting trust and telling the unvarnished truth. Progress starts when you look for ways to honor both. That's paradox awareness, and it's where non-obvious, innovative answers hide. I'm going to walk you through the 5 steps now. These steps will surface the commitments and assumptions underneath your current patterns so you understand what's keeping you stuck. Step number 1, notice your emotions. How does stuck show up in your body or mood? Tension, restlessness, fatigue, frustration, worry, maybe fear? Then, imagine the opposite. How would it feel if this weren't a problem anymore? That contrast helps surface the thoughts driving your choices and reminds you why this change matters. Step number 2, spot your counterproductive behaviors. Ask yourself, what am I doing or avoiding doing that reinforces or enables my circumstances? Do I avoid hard conversations? Do I bury myself in tasks instead of delegating? Do I say yes too quickly and spread myself thin? Keep in mind, your current patterns are perfectly designed for your current results, independent of your circumstances. Circumstantial constraints on time, money, and attention are real, but over time, your choices and actions shape your circumstances. Step number 3, reveal your competing commitments. Behind each sticky behavior is a good commitment you care about. 2 quick examples. Maybe I avoid giving feedback because I'm committed to protecting trust. Or maybe I resist delegating because I'm committed to high-quality outcomes. These are necessary goods that can compete with your stated goal. And that's the paradox. You have 2 necessary goods that appear to conflict. Paradox-aware leaders don't pick one. They don't think either or. They honor both. Think of the 2 commitments like the 2 pillars of a suspension bridge. The tension between them holds up better solutions. Step number 4, uncover your big assumptions. You can do this by asking, what must I be assuming for my behavior to make sense? And then, is that always true, or could I test it? Here are a couple of common examples. if I give direct feedback, people will stop trusting me. Or if I delegate the work, will fail and reflect badly on me. These assumptions often exaggerate risk and lock in either-or behavior. Step number 5, translate avoidance into aspiration. When you identify a competing commitment, notice if you've framed it as a negative to avoid conflict or mistakes or avoid looking weak. If so, reframe the negative into a positive aspiration you can actively pursue, like fighting for warm, durable relationships, or fighting for accuracy and craftsmanship, or fighting for confident, clear leadership. That reframing turns fear into purpose and shows where to act so you can protect what works and add what's been neglected. So let me ground this with a quick story about a leader I've long admired, Satya Nadella at Microsoft. When he became CEO, the culture had a defensive, know-it-all edge. Smart people played it safe. Teams stayed in silos. Hard truths surfaced slowly. Internal systems reinforced this. Most notably, the old stack ranking performance model that rewarded people for crushing the competition, even inside the company. That amplified caution and internal rivalry. Underneath those patterns were commitments that competed with the innovation and growth the company goals required. The old patterns were set up to protect things like urgency, disciplined hard work, and world-class outcomes. Nadella knew that to regain growth and innovation, Microsoft's people needed a growth mindset. They needed to become learn-it-alls, not know-it-alls. Nadella reframed the fear that was behind the old approach. Instead of avoiding complacency or slack effort, he articulated an aspirational vision that was powered by a growth mindset, a culture where curiosity, candor, and empathy were performance drivers. He didn't abandon excellence, urgency, or hard work. He simply paired it with learning. That's paradox awareness. Honor the competing commitment and the goal. That's how Nadella achieved unprecedented new growth and innovation. By unlocking collaboration, faster truth-telling, and a turn from we know to we can learn and ship. That's how he made good on their mission to empower people and organizations to achieve more. Now, let's make this concrete and personal. Let's apply it in your world. I'll guide you through 5 quick prompts, each with a short illustration, so you understand where you're stuck and can carry that insight into next episode's action planning. Remember, if you can't picture it or say it out loud, it isn't practical yet. Prompt number 1, name the feeling. Find a word or a phrase that captures what it feels like to be stuck. Possible examples might be tight, drained, or on edge. What changes in you if this problem resolves? Maybe you'll find words like light, calm, clear. Prompt number 2, find your counterproductive behaviors. Name at least one thing you're either doing or avoiding doing that reinforces or contributes to this stuck situation. Possible examples. I'm postponing a product review, or I'm rewriting my team's work at midnight. Prompt number 3. Write your goal alongside your competing commitment. In other words, I want to fill in the blank, but I'm committed to fill in the blank. A couple of possible examples. I want to give candid, timely feedback, but I'm committed to protecting warm relationships. Or, I want to scale through delegation, but I'm committed to deliver high quality. Prompt number 4. Surface your big assumptions. You can do that with a sentence like the following. For my behavior to make sense, I must believe fill in the blank. A couple of possible examples. For my behavior to make sense, I must believe that giving direct feedback will make my team lose trust in me. Or, for my behavior to make sense, I must believe that if I delegate, the work will fail and reflect badly on me. Prompt number 5. Reframe a negative into a positive aspiration. So instead of avoiding fill in the blank, I'm fighting for fill in the blank. Here are a couple of possible examples. Instead of avoiding conflict, I'm fighting for warm, durable relationships. Or instead of avoiding mistakes, I'm fighting for accuracy and craftsmanship. Take a breath and read your 5 lines aloud. You've just revealed the real source of your block, the neglected, necessary thing, and the beliefs holding it in place. That understanding is the bridge to breakthrough solutions. In the next episode, I'll walk you through the leadership progress cycle, a simple, repeatable cadence for generating and testing both and moves, so the insight you found today turns into durable momentum. Thanks for listening to The Leadership Edge. If this episode sparked something for you, visit thelpc.com to learn more about paradox-aware leadership. Until next time, be curious, be courageous, and lead on.